En este video verás datos interesantes de la historia real de la exitosa serie de Netflix Bebe Reno. Comenzaré por decir que me sorprendió bastante cuando me enteré de que el mismo protagonista de la serie es quien realmente vivió el acoso. Muchas personas admiran la fortaleza que tuvo para volver a revivir todo lo que vivió, teniéndolo que actuar para su serie. En esta foto podemos ver a la Marta real. El acoso de Marta hacia Richard fue tanto hasta llegar a enviarle 41,000 correos electrónicos y 350 horas en mensajes de voz durante los 4 años que duró el acoso. En una entrevista, Richard dijo que la serie fue 100% real en cuestión de cómo se sentía emocionalmente. Antes de que Richard Gadd hiciera esta serie, hizo 2 obras de teatro, una llamada Bebe Reno, que trata sobre la acosadora, y otra obra de teatro llamada Monkey See, Monkey Do, que trata sobre el abuso que Richard sufrió por parte de un hombre mayor que él. Así que la serie Bebe Reno es como una fusión de ambas obras de teatro, ambas inspiradas en hechos reales que realmente sucedieron en su vida. En cuanto a la escena más conmovedora de la serie,
es porque había una cosa que amaba más en este mundo que a ella, o que hay una cosa. Odiarme a mí mismo. Odiarme. Es una adicción. No conozco otra cosa. Porque no vaya a ser que empiece a vivir la vida. No vaya a ser que me atreva a buscar la felicidad.
El video viral real no fue tan intenso como el actuado. Aquí te dejo el video real.
Any chest cuts? Gotta break the tension, guys. Gotta break the tension. I never had any homosexual feelings before the incident. I could never tell whether those feelings were in me, and I'd never acknowledged them before, never even thought about them, whether the incident had created them in me, made me pathologize the event to such a degree that I started to question everything about myself. Either way, they're there now, and that's fine. I used to hate that side of myself. I used to go to bed at night and wish I could wake up in the morning and it wouldn't be there anymore. I liked who I was before. But now, 6 years on, I think bisexuality is pretty cool. It means that every one of you here tonight can strike lucky, baby! I used to blame myself so much for what happened. Why did I drink it? How could I be so fucking naive? My fault, his fault, my fault, his fault, my fault, his fault, my fault, his fault. And all of a sudden 6 years have passed and I'm not young anymore. In some ways I wished it was my fault. Like if anyone was going to fuck up my life, I'd want it to be me. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. And I don't know how I feel about that yet. I do not have those answers. But I did make 3 mistakes on the way, right? 3 mistakes on the way. 3 mistakes. Okay, 3 mistakes, right? Mistake number 1, wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I mean, I was practically asking for it. Am I right, ladies? I'm joking. I'm joking. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 1. Tying the incident into this idea that I was no longer a man anymore. This idea that I'd been feminized. It's funny. Out of all the things that bothered me, and trust me, there was a lot that bothered me. There was a lot that bothered me. The one thing that bothered me most, and it seems ridiculous in retrospect, the one thing that bothered me the most, the one thing that bothered my monkey the most, this idea that I was no longer a man. This idea that I'd been feminized. And 6 years on, what is masculinity? What does that really mean? It's just a word. It's just a box for people to put things in. It doesn't exist. And I let it bother me for 6 years. And if masculinity does exist, then masculinity is the problem with everything. It's the problem on my side in terms of not speaking out, but it's the problem on the other side as well in terms of doing something like this in the first place. A lack of power in a man's head driving him towards primal sexual monkey dominance. Masculinity creates wars. Femininity doesn't create wars. What women do we know have created wars? Invaded other countries. Well, Thatcher in Argentina, but she had a big iron cock. I'm actually Mistake number 2. I thought that if I stayed silent and kept it to myself, did enough exercise, went out every morning and I ran, and I ate the right food, and I read the right books, and I meditated, that one day I'd wake up and the monkey wouldn't be there anymore. It'd be like a bad breakup. But I've come to realize that this is always going to be a part of my life. The monkey's always going to be there. And instead of fighting against him, I now need to learn to work with him. And that goes 2 ways. He needs to learn to work with me too. For example, he did not want me to do this show. He did not want me to do this show. He was worried people would judge. He was worried I'd tell it wrong. He was worried that people would think I was making up. He was worried that people from my school would come down. He was worried that people who came to see Waiting for Gaddo will come and see this and think, what the flying fuck is he doing? But I had to do it. I had to. And ever since I started doing it, that monkey voice has got that little bit quieter, that little bit smaller, that little bit less aggressive. All the important people in my life know inner judgment has been replaced with conversation, silence with acceptance. And I think of all those tight chests I could have saved, all that running to forget, all the endless therapy, had I just spoken about it sooner. Sometimes the thought of something can be scarier than the thing itself. The third mistake was putting this show in the comedy section.
En algunas escenas vimos cómo Marta le dice a los amigos de Donnie y a los clientes que existen videos de Donnie en internet haciendo, entre comillas, una mala comedia para tratar de humillarlo. Estos videos también existen en realidad en internet. Aquí te dejo algunos. Ya tú juzgarás si su comedia de verdad era mala o en verdad era buena.
Went to Amsterdam recently. Fucking hell, I smoked so much weed. I took so much cocaine and I slept with tons of prostitutes. And when I was done, I left the Anne Frank Museum. I'm a bit hacked. We do recall later, it gets better. So come on, let's keep it simple. Now, what does a black guy and a marble have in common? I don't know, the difference is too great, I haven't come up with anything yet. Oh God, no, I'm not racist, God, no, I'm not racist, no, God, no, my best friend, well, he's a racist, isn't he? And, no one likes him very much, so learn from others, learn from others. Learn. Who here's taken drugs before? Just me then, that's fine. So who here likes one-liners? Check out Tim Vine, fucking so good, honestly. Check out. I just thought one, fucking brilliant. Your mum is so fat, she weighs 22.5 stone. That's work in progress. What? 9 out of 10? 9.5. 9.8. So, gay people, eh? What is with that wrist? No. Oh God, no, I'm not a homophobe. God, no, my best friend, well, he's a racist, isn't he? Let's not go back to that. Let's just leave that there. What's funny is that when comedians put a twist on the end of their jokes going in one direction, all of a sudden they go in another. I was having a wank the other day, and I enjoyed it very much. But the staff at Tesco didn't know. Don't know what they were doing hanging around my bedroom. Twists! It's been 2 times better than your average. Then again, don't know what I was doing building my bedroom in R6 at Tesco. But then again, don't know what Tesco were doing building their store in the Anne Frank Museum. Recall. Sorry, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at me and you're thinking, well, hasn't Venus Williams let herself go? Ed, I'm not sure that was right. I don't know why I said Venus Williams. Can we take that again? I'm gonna say someone else. You want to start again? Yeah.
Unorthodox, but right. So, do you remember that round of applause you did? You're gonna have to do that again, as if nothing's happened. Start a round of applause. Moving to big on the stage, Richard Gadd.
I know what you're thinking. You're looking at me and you're thinking, well, hasn't Venus Williams let us Just, I've got a notebook, I'll get the notebook.
You guys know what to fucking do. Oh, there's not being serious. Please go on the stage for the first time, Richard Gadd.
I know what you're thinking. You're looking at me and you're thinking, well, hasn't Serena Williams let So I went to a bakery the other day. Couldn't help but notice that they stocked some nice rounded buns. So I went up to one behind the checkout with her nice rounded breasts. You can probably guess what I said to her, can't you? I said, "Oi, madam, nice minge." So why did the feminist cross the road? To clean my dishes and suck my balls. Went to a bakery the other day. Couldn't help but notice that they stocked some nice rounded buns. Maybe I could do something with these buns, I thought to myself. So I went up to the one behind the checkout with her nice rounded breasts. You can probably guess what I said to her, can't you? Yeah. I said, "Oi, madam, nice minge." So why did the feminists cross the road? To clean my dishes and suck my balls. So I went to Amsterdam recently and fucking hell, I smoked so much weed. I took so much cocaine and I slept with tons of prostitutes. And when I was done, I left the Anne Frank Museum. She had a tough life, actually. So, what does a black guy and a marble have in common? I don't know, the difference is too great. I haven't come up with anything yet. Oh God, no, I'm not racist. God, no, my best friend, he's a racist. No one likes him very much, so learn from others. I've got a door, 2 months old, door, 2 months old, key to the joke, 2 months old, right, 2 months old. Called her Adolf, after Adolf Hitler. I'm joking, God. She's 3 months old. That's fucking satire, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a cheer if you've taken drugs before. That's unacceptable. So, yeah, gay people. What is with that rest? What? Oh God, no, I'm not a homophobe. I'm not a homophobe. Please don't think that. God, I'm not a homophobe. No, my best friend. Well, he's a racist, isn't he? We've already been through that. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about that. Give me a cheer if you like one-liners. Yeah, well, check out Jimmy Carr. Any Scottish people in the room, give me a cheer. Yeah, well, this one's for you. Slept with my sister the other day. Don't blame me, I'm from Fife. Thank you. How does he come up with it? Any English in the room, give me a cheer. I'll just replace Fife with Birmingham. Any Welsh in the room? We'll just replace Fife with Wales. The less said about Ireland, the better. What with the troubles? London seems like a riot these days. What's your name? So I've got 2 minutes left. Please don't interrupt. So Amy Winehouse, better not. Was down the pub with my mate the other day, yeah, racist, terrible. And he said, that guy over there, he's an Indian. And I said, no, he's not. He's an Eskimo. Right? He said he's an Indian, I said Eskimo, Indian, Eskimo, Indian, Eskimo, Indian, Eskimo. So we just went up and we asked him, as you would. Turns out he was an Eskimo. Inuit all along. Don't pity me. Yeah, so comedians are always doing this thing, aren't they? When they put you in one direction and all of a sudden they go in another. I was having a wank the other day. And I enjoyed it very much. But the staff at Tesco didn't. Not sure what they were doing hanging around my bedroom. 2 twists. 2. But then again, not sure what I was doing building my bedroom in aisle 6 at Tesco. But then again, not sure what Tesco are doing building their store in the Anne Frank Museum. Twist number 4, callback. I've been Richard Gadd, have a good night, thank you.
En el final de la serie podemos ver cómo Marta es enviada a prisión por los acosos cometidos, pero en la vida real, Richard prefirió no enviarla a la cárcel para no empeorar su malestar mental. También porque se le hacía un acto cruel mandarla a prisión. Gracias por ver el video. No se te olvide suscribirte, darle like y compartir. Nos vemos hasta la próxima.
the day I die.